thought I'd hit y'all early, man. Before I ride out. Wanted to get into a few things. Um, as everybody been seeing this Luce Cannon and the Big U and the Brick Baby and all that, those federal charges, a lot of that then came up. So I wanted to put my 2 cents in with that. Because as we know, they've been all over the no jumpers and whatever platforms they got talking about things that they did, people they snatched up, people who changed they took, people who they made pay money, all of the above, man. And it's crazy how we grew up. It was always bad boys moving silence. I don't care what you feel, how you feel about it, what cloud or how good you think it might make you look to talk the business of what you've done. That's always a no, right? So, with that being said, I was watching Seti Nash. Make sure y'all go over to Seti Nash page. Big fan of Seti Nash page. He does his homework and he get to the point of everything. A veteran at this game as well. He was basically breaking down the charges of how he was charged, how Luce Cannon was charged, and some of the same charges as one is higher level than the other one, and they basically going off of those videos that was done. So one video was saying, Finesse, what up? One video was stating how it showed the one where they said that they snatched up Meek Mills. When they had Meek Mills, they called Rick Ross and told him we'll let homie live. Just send that 50,000 over and we'll be good. So, the Fed's gonna be all over that right there. And I was saying that too, Detroit versus everybody, when I first heard it. Meek be with a lot of thorough dudes, man. Then one of his cats got up there and said, that never happened. Y'all ain't never take nothing from no Meek. And I was respecting that. For real. But it dawned on me when he was saying it, like, how could all of that ever even happen? When I seen Meek and who he be with, the type of cats he be around and how they move and everything, man. Like, it was crazy to me. But, he went up there and said all that. So now, in his case, they are utilizing those things to actually connect him with Big U, because he's saying Big U is the one that prepped all of that stuff. And so with him adding Big U, and he had to make the call and get all that, information. I mean, not get information, but get, the okay of when you sending that money, all the above, however it may go. He basically admitted to a extortion move, taking money and all that. That's a fact. Be mindful of your words. And they wasn't mindful of the words because this stuff never really happened. Now they are really just now attacking, since Young Thug and them, from lyrics to now video of what people are saying on these platforms. Now, what I can say about Luce, only way he really gonna get convicted of that is if they knock at that man's door and ask him to help and testify. Your charges really ain't nothing. Your little 2 charges really ain't nothing, man. But it could be something if we go to press the issue. Will you help us out against Big U? Which should be a no-no. There's nothing. Whenever you don't talk, that means they ain't got nothing. So that's a fact. Now, the only thing that will hurt homie, that will hurt Luce Cannon, is if one of the guys like a Meek Mills or whoever else that he ever told these stories about come forth. and point the finger at Luce and say, yeah, that really did happen. And if that never happens, he's going to come home. So that's how the feds play. They snatch everybody up they can. They snatch everybody up and hope that somebody be able to tell something, or not be able to, want you to tell something. Even if they don't got you to the right, they want you to just say something just to get out the situation. Because, you know, when you hear feds, everybody gets scared and all of the above. You have a few people that will go to bat with the feds, man. I say Luce run his mouth too much looking for evaluation. Now that's a fact, man. Yeah, Finesse, I feel you. Yeah, that's a fact. Can't trust anyone. And you know, Unique went the long haul, and now he got a chance to get out. If Unique would have copped out, he would have never had no chance to get out unless he would have got a pardon. But those are the reasons for going to trial. Those are the reasons for not opening your mouth, because now you opened your mouth and you told what they was asking. That means you are guilty of what they giving you that crime for. So you might not even get a passionate relief because you really admitted to what they got you doing, what they got you locked up for. So that's never a good thing. Always go to trial. Now, if you can get a good cop out and you know you did something wrong, then all right, so be it. But if you can't get a good cop out, you might as well go to trial if they offer you football numbers. And then you sit in jail and fight your way out of it. That's it. A lot of people be laughing. They laughed at Unique, kept saying, man, it's over, Unique. You go back and forth to the law library. And he ended up coming home, and a lot of them still was in there. He was saluting to them, see y'all later. For the ones that don't fight for themselves. These are all lessons to a lot of y'all cats out there, man. When I was locked up in there facing 60, I stayed in that law library. Up and down, because I knew I was violated. Asked me to come in and talk, no. Had me in there trying to talk, no. They got mad at me, said, man, get the hell out of my office. Tried to trick me and my co-defendant, said he telling on me, separated us, took him in the office, took me in the office. He telling on me and told him I'm telling on him. We got back in the cell like, yo, what you told him? Well, what you told him? And we laughed at each other. Like, we already knew that fake game. Growing up, we learned that separation. Always keep your mouth shut, but these people don't know about doing that. Not saying Luce and them, I'm just saying the up-and-coming people that do all this telling and telling. That's a fact, Finesse. He always was in there, man. And that's how you got to be. You sit down and just go get comfortable and say, I'm at home now. This is what it is. You gave up on yourself. You will never be nobody if you let the jail break you like that. But you outside being tough. Nah, never get comfortable in there, ever. So, only way Luce won't come home from this situation is if he cooperate with them. That'll be one way he come home. But if he do cooperate, it still incriminate himself for the case that he have or that they have against him right now. So now they saying we got him to the right now. Now he gotta either cooperate or he can go to trial with it, but he done already told us stuff and it ain't gonna make no sense. So only way he go to jail if somebody come in there and say, yeah, he did those things to me that he said on that camera. Now, I don't get Meek Mills ever coming and saying that. And when those people don't come in there and do and say nothing, only thing he had to do is say that was entertainment for TV because it sounded good. That's what the people in our culture like to hear. That's the only thing that'll save him from that situation. And that's a fact. Now, I want to get into something else. This is so crazy, and I want y'all to follow me with this one, right? And this is the internet, right? This is where everybody go up here, and when a person put their business out there, it leaves us room to talk about it, right? Now, as y'all seen, Hasson Campbell went up on his platform and started talking about how Jadakiss was on Joe Budden's platform. Detroit said, hide your kids from Hasson, the man is sick. But according to him, and according to his fans that watch him, they love everything he says. He always correct about what he talking about. And he went up there and was talking about Jadakiss. He was like, I like Jadakiss. Jada, I love his lyrics, but I'm just saying the stuff he put out is sabotaging our youth. He said it's sabotaging the youth. It's corrupting the youth. Either way, I might not be saying his words the correct way he said it, but that's what he was saying. It's sabotaging the youth, corrupting our youth. That style of music, he say, been preaching against that for years. And all the things that he went and said about people and kids that's died. And people is listening to this man and saying he's correct about what he's saying instead of not understanding. He's teaching our kids to be able to talk about other people's business, which can get your kids killed. Talking about rappers and the way he do it in that manner. If he was really hanging outside every day, not even every day, every other day. Wayne, what up? I mean, the wavy one, what up? My bad. If he was up there every day or going out every other day, maybe every 3 days, by the time somebody would have ran into him right now. And that will lead to danger. That will lead to kids getting killed. That lead to showing kids to go to school and laugh and joke about another person or just say stuff what another person is doing. Even if they did do something crazy, it's none of your business to really talk about that like that in the manner of the way he talk about it. Even if you wanted to voice your opinion on certain things when people are dead and their kids lost their life, you don't have no reason to opinionate and then try to come back and come with excuses, say, I didn't know so-and-so was Muslim. I don't want to keep dwelling. I don't want to say the man's name. Everybody know I'm talking about because that really is a hurtful feeling and it's whack. But if you teaching these kids that they can get on the internet and do this and say this and act how they want to act because they feel they opinionated and they have a channel to do so, that's not journalism. That's called being nitpicky, man, with a person. And you don't have a right to opinionate about nobody, how they raise their kids, especially when your backyard ain't even correct. That ain't cool. So now being that he just went up there talking about Jada, and Jada music is our music, and a lot of us turned out all right. All y'all that be up here talking to all my knowledgeable people that's up here that be talking and even feeding me good information, y'all, I could tell y'all got your minds right. And Jadakiss is really our era. Jadakiss is not the new era of these kids that's killing each other. And we grew up all right. Jadakiss music does not do that. And then try to utilize saying it corrupt the youth. That's crazy because now you trying to sabotage that man's career for what he's trying to build with him and his father. He's just going to have a natural conversation with his father on platforms to push his coffee and push it and give back to his father with doing something from his career. And you quick to try to sabotage it by utilizing his music. And he ain't really put an album out in a while. You hear him drop here and there, but he had other music that ain't talk about shooting him up. But the stuff that he was talking is just like comparison or what he would do whenever he was out there or what he have seen when he was out there. But you want to make it as if he's out here now putting up shoot 'em up bang bang music. Like that's cool. As if you are the good person that is able to send a message to a guy like Jadakiss. Like your backyard is clean. But this man told Zip with the drip this. This would, I want y'all to hear this. I saved this for y'all. Y'all listen to this, man. Said World from Brooklyn. Ran and went to Catholic school. Yeah. And World from Brooklyn ain't nothing to play with. And I ain't even gotta say everybody know it. That's a fact. And you know, when I say all these things, it ain't idolizing nobody because they ain't nothing to play with, they ain't tough. Those are the younger years. A lot of people like World look like they doing things now to, better themselves. If he ain't in jail right now, that means he's doing something right. Because back in his days, he coming to see whoever, whenever, however, it don't matter. And if he went to Catholic school, that's a prime example of the Catholic school don't mean nobody soft. And we ain't here how to dictate that of who's big or tough or whatever, and want to make people understand that somebody's tough. But for people to come on these platforms and act like somebody's supposed to be soft and because they went to the Catholic school, that was a dumb topic to even pick, and that was not a great example to make of nobody because Jada went to Catholic school. None of that makes sense to me. And a lot of these guys on these platforms be doing all this talking, man. But they don't be outside on the regular. But I want y'all to hear what he said to Zip real quick, man. I'm sure y'all might have heard it, but I'm going to make a point about it real quick, being that he want to be like an advocate for these young kids, these youth, all of the above. Like, let me let y'all hear it.
As much as I hate people calling me a homo, Zip, when I text you, I'm an Arabisi you, son. Zip, when I text you, I'm going to make an exception to you. Like, I'm going to get on some, what's that nigga from Harlem? Yeah. Son, you going in the basement, son. I ain't even put no Vaseline on. I'm going to dog you.
See, this is why I say in New York,
See, now that right there, that's crazy. Because to be honest, that's basically saying sexual assault. That's meaning I'm gonna take your anus, man. That's basically what the man just said, man. So who want their kids following that? Please tell me. Who want their kids following a person that could speak like that, man? No heterosexual man talks like that at all, man. Vito still said, and it goes against YouTube policy. Facts. Imagine if someone said that about a woman on YouTube. Exactly. They would be flagged. They probably took the channel. Someone higher up want Haas promoting that message. That's a fact. If there was a woman, y'all know what the consequences would have been. Not only that, you know how many other YouTube channels would have took that and ran with it the same way they tried to run with Big Meech was a snitch. Everybody started saying after 50 Cent said it. Now everybody wanted to promote it. But this man could tell Zip with the drip that I'm going to dog walk you, no Vaseline, take you in the basement, and you know what to you. That's crazy. But Hasson Campbell fan base would want him speaking to their kids. What could he come to a school and speak to anybody kids, man? Y'all please tell me, man. I'm looking for somebody in the comments to tell me, what could he go and speak when a person that might see him come to a school and be up on the panel speaking, that really know of his history and a lot of his videos, and go back and pull up all the videos of him talking disgracefully to people, especially when people lost their children in the midst of this, the person losing their children. And if I ain't mistaken, he might have, don't quote me on it, said what he'll do to somebody's child too. So if a person in the audience at a school see that, that school will be in a lot of trouble. He's not even prone to be able to go speak nowhere. When they opened up the museum for hip hop, he didn't even show up there to defend the fact of Africa Bambaataa has something to do with it, and he didn't go there, you know, and defend the point of why, you know, this shouldn't be up here, standing up here like this. This shouldn't be like a monumental thing with a person that essayed me. That's deep, man. 313 said, I rock while I saw him podcast, but I don't agree with 50% of his content. That's a fact. I might say 70%, because I used to like him when I first heard him. And now he started just coming off crazy because he see how much money it can make. And see, that's the dangerous part. Once people start seeing they can make money, that's just like selling drugs. People are not, the people that use the drug is not addicted to, are not the only ones addicted to drugs. The drug dealers are addicted to selling drugs too. That's an addiction. Vito said 10 toes down, got him a lawyer to sue Bambaataa, and he refused to take him up on that. Wow, that's deep. That's when I knew he was a fraud. He don't care about SA. Right, and if it definitely happened to him, that's deep. But see, when a person ain't never had money and they notice, oh, I could talk this crazy about the rapper so-and-so and the rapper so-and-so or the movie star so-and-so or the public figure so-and-so and just say some crazy stuff about them or try to make it make sense in my own way and fashion and trip people up. And it go to show you his fan base, a lot of them is trickled up mentally to even sit and listen to that and supposed to be a smart grown individual to listen to a lot of that ignorant stuff. That's crazy to me, bro. So now once a person know that he can make money off this YouTube by saying that and a check come in at 10, 20,000 just sitting in your house, oh, and then the next check is 30, 40, and I'm saying that, oh, I'm getting ready to sit back and figure out a bunch of other crazy stuff. And now he's addicted. And now he turned his channel from being the victim of being essayed and people felt sorry for him. He got a fan base through Doggy Diamonds. Now he's this guy he was tough and macho and he's tough and tough. But a person ever put their finger on me like they want to get busy with me as a man, you done. I'll go to jail gladly. Don't ever play with me like that. That's a fact. Jay had a rap saying that exact same thing. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers and ninjas getting high within the game. That's a fact. Ha's getting high off this clout that he chasing. And 313 Thugger said, yep, soul selling. That's a fact. Because it's equivalent to all money ain't good money. And you know, a person that like to show off everything or you know, get dressed up at the crib, ain't really going nowhere, but you got a real point. People want to hear what's on your mental. They don't care about what you're wearing. If you got to do all that, means you never really had none of that before, man. And now you caught up on it and you telling Zip with the drip what you would do to him. You are a dangerous person. And he looked real serious about it. For a person to say that, who want their kids to listen to him? Why would I click on one to listen to him every day? He should have came out the game with his tough guy stuff. He used the essay to get on, right. Now got 1 million street stories, right. That's not why the people supported him. We thought you was an essay victim, not a goon. And that's when I was hearing him, and even after the essay stuff, I caught it a little bit later, but he used to make little valuable points and stuff. And I used to be like, damn, homeboy, he about that, man. I used to click on all the time at the beginning of his career. All the time. And then it just started turning and I'm hearing saying stuff about people. And I'm the type of people, like, I don't like people that really just talk about people just because, like, that's cool. Like, wow, why would he say that? Like, wow. And then it just started getting crazier and crazier than the Jim Jones and then the Manos. I'm saying Jim Jones and Manos was way back. And whoever else that he was saying, I ain't saying all the new stuff he talk about now. And I'm like, damn, why you gotta be worried about what they doing? Trying to sabotage their project, the Lobby Boys or whatever. Okay. If they talking about Lobby Boys, we all used to be in lobbies, man. When it was cold and we was out there hustling, we used to hang in the lobby because it's too cold. Customers come in the building. We might stand outside for a little while and hustling and selling whatever, but when it get cold, we all back in the lobby. That's it. And they're only just speaking what guys is actually doing right now. Still people that hang in lobbies, which I don't agree to it. But if you got a job and you go to work and you down in the lobby with your homies for a little while because you ain't really got nowhere else to go and hang, it is what it is. If you paying bills there, you hang in the lobby at a grown man age, but yo, it's time for me to go upstairs. I got to get ready to go to work. Then so be it. It's equivalent to playing video games. I'm not playing no video games all day, every day, but I like video games. And I'll play it here and there, but I'm not playing no video games all day. I got to go. It's things to do. But you got people that play video games all day because they love it and they don't care about working. Work is secondary, maybe even thirdary to them. But, you know, Mano and them was talking about whatever project they did. That's so what? Why do we got to get on the internet and break each other down in front of each other, man? And then what? What do it all mean? Okay, now Mano, people don't listen to Mano no more or listen to Jim Jones no more because Haas made a sucker point about their business, right? Now people don't listen to them no more. Now that's two brothers that ain't making no money no more because one of our own black culture, one of our own from our culture bought them two down and make people look at them sideways and now don't spend money with them. Now they can't take care of their family. Got to move out of the living their living quarters, how they living real good. Now all that's going down because one man spoke upon them. Now that's a person that we want that's going to uplift our culture. When we tear each other down, you can't pick no white people to go talk about, no Chinese, no purple, no Indian people. Somebody you just talk about our culture, man. That ain't good journalism to me. That ain't good nothing. Like, that's whack to do that stuff, man. 313 said, yeah, he be talking, he be taking key shots. Fortune, yep. But the tongue, man, the tongue gives life. That's a fact. The tongue gives life, man. You gotta be careful what you speak, man, because that will. Just look how 50 said Meech was a rat by the girl Tammy Goins. Now it's unfolding that wasn't even a fact, or it's true, and it's still like suspect now. Now look how he did that, and look how it spread it like wildfire. That's the prime example of the tongue is powerful. So if a man's supposed to be out here spitting righteous stuff, don't never say what another man doing and you out here doing way worse than what that man did. Talking about Jada. Jada music was long ago, and half the people that grew up off Jada music is successful, owning businesses, all of the above. I can name a whole bunch of them. And my homeboy is one, and he went to Catholic school and is in the B-pipe. Nothing to play with, period. We ain't idolizing none of that because he a family man. He get money on tenement buildings in Brooklyn, 5-6 duplexes in Albany, 3 houses in Georgia, a new lounge we about to open up. Yeah, and I took him off them streets and told him, yo, you got to chill, bro. I ain't never chastised, be on his neck about a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I did, and he'll speak about it. I got to make this up. He'll tell you the stories of how I stayed on him when he used to drink beer every day, come outside, looking for the next Vic, the next robbery. You would never even thought he ever went through that in his life. So we up here tearing each other down. That's crazy, man. And when I come up here, I'm speaking against that type of stuff because you dead wrong. And that's crazy to tell a man something like that, what you would do to him with no grease. Come on, bro. Where they do that at? 313 Thugger said, yeah, you on point because Dogface been quiet since calling Meech a rat. Right. Prematurely. And our Dogface is another joint that I used to look up to, like, because he spoke his mind. And when he started going in on Meech hard, I'm like, damn, bro, wait till you really actually see something concrete. We are really from the streets, man. We cannot take nothing like that from a man that went to jail and did his time. Let's see something concrete. All that stuff sound good. Big Meech, 50 ain't came out with the Tammy Goins documentary yet that he kept saying coming soon. We ain't seen that yet, and everybody fell for it. 48 powers of law and all that stuff, I get it and I understand it, but it ain't dropped yet. Now, if it dropped, then I'm gonna say, all right, okay, I can admit, okay, but it ain't dropped yet. But we can't use trickery to pick, to keep people pressure on another man's neck that went and did his time, man, and left here, a good, how I want to say it, left from here with a great name, did his time, and then come home and he got to go through this turmoil in which all that stuff was being said before by Blue Da Vinci. Ain't nobody pay that no attention. Now when 50 said it spread it like wildfire. The tongue and the mouth is a powerful mouthpiece, man. And then, it really depends on who you are too. But sometimes a weak link can take something and say something and it starts spreading depending on who the person they talking about as well. This is very, very crazy, and it's very, very, very whack. Very whack. L Blizz, what up? Salute. So, I seen that, man. I had to come up here and talk with y'all, my knowledgeable people, man, because I know y'all's going to give me some good insight and let me know if I'm bugging out or not. That a man told a man, I'm going to not put Vaseline and I'm a dog. So that means he knows how it feels to do that without Vaseline. That's crazy. But supposed to be a well-respected figure out here, dog. That's crazy. Mentality, what up? He said, nah, you're not bugging. He should be banned from YouTube behind that. Because if it was a woman, a man said that about a woman that had a high figure name such as Hasson, that man would have been under the YouTube streets. Under Dan and Mike would have caught a charge for saying that. For real. It's unfair if someone said that about women. They'd be banned. Facts. So Cameron was the richest hustler in Harlem, according to him. Yeah, that's old one, bro. Go check my other episode out. But that definitely ain't true. Not by a long shot, but you can research that. He said he ain't saying it like that neither, so, but that's my bro. Mad love, mad respect for Cam. So, you know, that's just barbershop talk, opinion nation talk and all that. He might feel that way, but he said he wasn't meaning it that way. Cam was definitely getting it in Ohio, but not in Harlem. Yeah, he was definitely making moves now. I know that for a fact. But he's saying Cam was talking Harlem rap, but the way Cam said it, he didn't understand. He was saying it and mixed it all in. He was saying and mixed it all in with the Harlem getting money more than AZ and all that. And AZ only had spots. I had Ohio. But I did a joint saying Ohio's not Harlem, and then he had Sin City. They come up with another episode, and Sin City said they had to hear my joint. And Sin City said, yeah, but that wasn't the Harlem where you was getting it at. Yeah, and I haven't nobody call him the kingpin in Ohio. I mean, not the kingpin or getting the most money in Ohio up there. I ain't heard that one. Ohio got a lot of big dogs up there. Not streets. We love Cam in Harlem, but he graduated in the streets in Ohio. I give it that. Because you got to be smart to know how to go somewhere else and get money anyway outside of your backyard. But still, if you ain't getting that kind of money, if you ain't bought cars, had apartments, helping other people with their rent and all that, helping other people get cars, and 2 or 3 spots with a crew that was moving and shaking and baking like a business, you can't compare yourself to that. Facts. When he compared it to AZ, then it made it confusing. Exactly. Ty Guns and them too. He was young boy getting to it. Free Ty, Luce Sim, Lil Mans. You gotta think about it. It was so many big dogs, man, getting money. So many. So yeah. But now Cam is Cam, my bro. So you know he had a right to think how he think, but he still broke it down in his manner. But Cam got love everywhere because he always was a good dude, man. You ain't never really hear no slanderous, suckerish stuff when it came to Cam. And he always be a man of his word. Now, I have heard people like, man, Cam don't even answer the phone for me no more. Then sometimes I get it. People ain't got time to answer the phone to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? People probably want to talk to him, so I get it. I don't be mad if he don't answer for me, but it's times when I've called and he answers. But I only gonna call if it's really something need to be done. I don't want to be called because I know he ain't got time for that, and I ain't got time for that. Period. But you gotta respect the man that just make moves, and if you ain't in his middle circle, he ain't got time to be on the phone with everybody. That's a fact. We love Cam. He just needed a little correcting. That's all. Rap is rap, and the streets is the streets. He's the AZ of the rap game, not the drug game. Facts. Cam all the way corporate now. Exactly. He can't have dudes playing 50-50 streets on his line. That's how you get jammed up, and that too. And that's a fact. No time for that because they snatching people up for the bull crap and say, oh, yeah, Cameron was on the phone with him. They was tapped, and he said he needed a birthday cake, and he really was talking about a birthday cake. But the feds will twist it up and say he was talking about a pile of that you know what and all that. Like, no. So, yeah, you really can't be. So, it is what it is. I like to come to the table with something. I don't got time to be on the phone lollygagging with nobody neither, period. I'm not a fan. That's my bro. That's my boy. But I am a fan, too, because I'm proud of his work and his accomplishments. So don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, I ain't up there for the fan part. I'm up there for how can I make you some money, Cam? How can I make me some money? If we can't see eye to eye on something, then I'll think of something later. Then I'll get back with my boy. But if I got something to do, I invite him to it, whatever. But other than that, nobody got time for that, man. But yeah, Cam always been a good dude, man. Finesse said, I remember you and Cam on the paid in full set. Yep, that's a fact. This was around the time you had the Benz with the halogen lights all day long. That's around the time when everything was coming to fruition for the paid in full. Yep. I had really just got out of jail, got myself together, man. And was running around these main streets, back to it again, doing the things I like to do. When it came a point in time, I'm like, yo, too many people going to jail. I got to figure out. I got to fall back. And that's when I came to Durham and opened up one club, and then I opened up another club, and then I opened up another club. Then I started running. Right, 313 said we supporters, not fans. Exactly. We got to support our own, man. Vito still said you were one of the smart ones. I appreciate that, Vito. I try to stay watching what my peers did so I don't get caught up doing what they did. That's why I said I had to fall back. The feds was knocking them off like crazy in the 90s. Yep, that's when it all started. OG Bobby Johnson, peace, King, you already know. They was knocking them off on my G, and that's what made me start saying something ain't right. I got to fall back, and then I started hearing my name is ringing in that joint. My homie called my homie. His cousin called him and was like, yo, man, what you doing? And I ain't even know him. He was like, yeah, you out there with a dude named Boosie? He was like, yeah. He said, man, y'all names ringing heavy in here, man. That was my cue right there. I said, oh, no, oh, word? And I stuck to my craft. I started doing the club thing harder and harder, and that was getting me the same kind of money I was used to getting, man. That's it. I'm not no motherfucking, no M dummy. Not at all. Vito still said facts. Once you get that call behind the wall, that's when you need to fall back. So many hustlers get that cue. Yep, a lot of them don't take heed, man. But like Jay said, users aren't the only abusers. Dudes get high off that attention and should have fell back. Yep. That's a fact. They get the sellers are way more addicted than the users and got more risk of their life. Drug users' life is in danger for dying from it. Our lives are in danger from selling it because we can get life and die in jail. So pick your poison. That's why I said, nah, I'm good. And was getting calls, yo, what's good? I got this, yo, what's this? Nah, I'm good. I stopped answering phone calls and I focused on my craft and I focused on movies and music. And I started running with Dame with my last club that I had. The last one I had, it ran its course, so we sold it, me and my partners, and I said, I'm going to get another one. I said, I'm going to get another club, but I started running with Dame, and we was filming Music Moguls for BET with Snoop Dogg and Jermaine Dupri and Birdman Baby, Lil Wayne father, and I didn't really get caught up back into doing it. When I came back, they was restructuring and doing a lot of building and stuff out there, so it was hard to find another spot, which I really wasn't looking for it. I started doing the podcast. I was doing on and off parties. I still made sure I was moving the way I want to, but I was getting checks. Then I started filming my own movies. I got movies on Tubi. Make sure y'all go see it. A Polished Soul. All of them things of that nature. Being affiliated with the guys you were thugging with could have jailed you or boxed you. Facts, Unique Mecca Audio was one of them. I was heavy with him when he got locked. But God definitely has his angels protecting you. Salute. I appreciate that 313. That's a fact, because I pray every night and even in the middle of the day. Came out the crib, seen the feds talking to my rental office. It was over after that. Facts, 2008. OG Bobby Johnson said that. Ain't looked back since, no doubt. Made more money legally than illegally. And this is the point where people need to understand. See, we grew up with that, yo, we need 10,000 a day, opposed to getting probably 10,000 in 2 weeks, opposed to getting 10,000 in a month. That's still good money. If you didn't go to college, that's still good money. It's just we got to ration it out. We was too busy wanting to show the girls we got money, buy the best jewelry, so we'll run through the 10,000 so fast. Vito still said, damn, that's a throwback. I remember when you had them halogen lights. Damn, near had to break out the shades for that. That's a fact when you came, because they used to light the whole parking lots up. We had never seen lights like that before. Yeah, it was 98, but it was I bought it in 98, but it was a 99. First one, but then you started seeing Nori and all them putting them type of cars in their videos and all that. Definitely was the first. Nah, I ain't got it no more, man. Caught on fire at a shop out here in North Carolina somewhere, man. So I ain't get it. I ain't keep it. Talk Smith. Salute, Big Boosie, all the way from Southeast DC. What's up, DC? Talk Smith. Peace. Vito Stills. Yep, Nori and them murder unit boys had them joints after you. That's a fact, they did. You was definitely the first one with that. And this is what I be telling dudes. You in the NC, salute, what part? I'm in Raleigh. The only car thing with that was that Bentley Azure Jay had. Yep, that's a fact. And these are things I be telling people. I like to talk about my past so people can understand that when I'm saying something, I'm not fronting. I don't have to make stuff up. People will speak on it on their own as far as me concerned. It ain't about no bragging. And then we just talking history that bring history back. And, you know, it feel good. It feel good to hear my bros up here talking that even remember all of this stuff. It feel good. It make me want to go hard to do the next level things with what we out here doing now. This podcast is just one thing. And it's growing every day with all the right people, such as yourselves that be up here talking that talk. Madazad said, Loaded Luck said it best, by your money being long, worth your lifespan being shorter. Facts. OG Bobby Johnson said, 97, 98, 99, I was coming in New York heavy, 139th and Broadway. Facts. No doubt. Yeah, so, you know, we got to understand that the way life goes, it ain't about fast money and fast spending. It's about budgeting your money and budgeting your daily plans, even with traveling. And, you know, you got money, make sure your bills is paid. You take care of all of that first. And, you know, 10, 20,000 take you a long way every month. It will. It's just about how you spend it. You ain't got to front for no women. Women liking the regular men now. They used to like the drug dealers. If you ain't a drug dealer wearing the Gucci, then they ain't rocking with you. Now they like, man, you sell drugs, I don't even want to talk to you. And that's a fact. And I mean the bad joints that everybody like. And a lot of them want to go for the millionaire dudes and all that, but it's cool. But you got some bad joints that's pretty, just as the ones that go for the millionaire dudes. El Blizz said, we got an understanding on who you are. Facts. But doing the right thing is better than fast money. Yeah, it's longer. You get to enjoy it. That's a fact. So, you just break your money down, man. You just break your money down. You're gonna still and a lot of the pretty bad chicks. No disrespect to women, but a lot of them pretty bad chicks be airheads. They don't even know how to get money. That's why they go get around celebrities. So they think they gonna lay up all day and just sex. And some of them can't even cook. They just go for sex. You can get good sex from anywhere, man. A lot of these pretty women that's on their level, and these celebrities be picking the airheads. That's why they always be divorced, and then they with the next homeboy, then they over there. So I always tell them, man, get you a good, wholesome, regular woman that's bad and pretty like them, that but got brains and know how to get you some money and get each other money together. It ain't with you for your money. There's plenty of them around, but a lot of them is taken here and there. But, you know, it's still some beautiful ones that ain't as a bad. You don't need a bad. You need just a beautiful bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, get you one. And they gonna love you just like any others. But the other ones only love for that money. Nobody don't got time for them. Fathers locked up during decades. Them shorties picking wisely. And that's a fact. Yeah, man, only got 10 likes up here, man. That's crazy, man. Y'all hit that like button. It don't cost nothing. So, yeah. As a 40-year-old now, I find myself less attractive to big butts and fake hair. I love substance now. That's a fact. I ain't never like fake butts. Now, if a girl got a natural joint, that's cool. I ain't really pressed it. It ain't gotta be big. She ain't gotta have a big voluptuous breast. She can have nice sized joints. As long as she have a nice shape, take care of herself, I'm cool with that. We ain't gotta do all the extra stuff. But if it do come that way, she a nice person and she thick, then cool. I'm with it too. I ain't judging. I need a good personality. I ain't gonna lie. I want a nice little look to her, but hey, it is what it is. We done had some of the baddest chicks on this planet. We ain't pressed for none of that, and that's how I know a lot of them is airheads. And I can't be around them. That's a no-no. OG Bobby Johnson, that's why I F with you, Boosie. You stay spitting the real. I appreciate you for the folk, for that FK fake ninjas. No doubt. I appreciate you, OG Bobby Johnson, because that's the only thing I know, man. You only get and last this long by being real. Only because real people gonna mess with you. Now, if I care about a whole mass of people dealing with me, then I would do little suckerish stuff, and then I'll have real people rocking with me and the bogey people rocking with me. I don't care about none of that unless they change their ways to come rock with me. Other than that, I don't need they votes. I don't need their subscriptions. I'm good. I'll build with this planet is so big. YouTube got billions of people. When they start coming across this channel, by the time I'm 3-4 years in, like all these other podcasters, then I'll have the same numbers that they got. Period. That's a fact. Detroit said, that's a fact, Boosie. I prefer the busy joints overall. Over ASS all day, no doubt. Yes, sir. OG said, keeping it thorough takes you far. Yeah, man. People always, when they get something, they're going to say, oh, I know who I can get and do this. Oh, Greg over there, he always been a good dude. Let me go holler at him. I'm going to get him this. And Greg would be like, damn, I wasn't even thinking about this, man. I appreciate it, man. That's how things happen with good people. But when they know you like suckerish and they with the, they don't even consider you. You probably the only person that they can give it to, and they'll just put it back on the shelf and won't give you nothing. And that's why I always try to keep my name good. I don't want no problems. I like to be outside and have fun. I'm not no tough guy. I don't want to go through no headaches with beefing with nobody, but I am going to speak my mind. And if somebody approach me and act like they're going to do some danger, then it is what it is. Then we're going to get it rocking. Because then I'll go to jail for defending myself and doing what is right. But other than that, I like to be cool with everybody. I want to see all of y'all win. I want to see everybody have something good, you know, to fall back on, to lead their kids and all that. That's what it's all about with how I'm moving. That's why me and my friends are all still friends for years, man. All the way to the Uniques, the B-Pipes, the Darryl Isaacs, the Baby Balls, the Little Eds, the Damon Dash, the J Blacks, the Ghosts, man, I could name so many names, man. Ricky Do, man, these are my great friends. We don't talk every day, don't have to, but when I call, if I need something, really, they gonna look out. If they need something, call, they gonna look out. That's the key to this life. Being loyal to your friends more than anything. But if you could be loyal to people that ain't even your friends, you definitely gonna be a winner out here, man. That's who help you out. People that know that you are a good person. That's all. That's just it. That's it. So yeah, man, once again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm coming back later, man. I got a big event going on today for the little young kids outside of a housing complex. So I gotta get this truck ready. You know, get the hot dogs, the burgers, the tacos, and the slushies and the Italian ices, man. I have a good time doing it with the kids. Then I'll be on there, film a little bit up there and take care of my little business. We got the movie coming, Wrong Number. I'm doing the soundtrack for it. I got a few good names up there. So yeah. Now I ain't in contact with Pistol Pete, man. I wish I could write my brother, man. If somebody get his address or something for me, man, let me know. I'm gonna definitely write him, man, send him some money too, man. That's a fact. Anybody can find that out where he at, man. I guess you have to use his number also. OG Bobby Johnson, you already know, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. For real. Y'all keep me motivated. And that's what it is. I'll see y'all soon, though, man. Don't forget, we got the BBS boys, May the 3rd, doing their classic car show, coffee and cars, something early, 8 to 11. And then after that, doing the brunch at, right after that, doing the brunch at, I forgot where the brunch going to be. But later on that night, pardon me, but later on that night, we doing the big after party, New York and North Carolina Day, May the 3rd. We doing it at Terminal 8 Lounge in Raleigh. If y'all ain't, it's gonna be a bunch of New Yorkers, Georgia, people coming from everywhere. May the 3rd, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And then Sunday we doing a big Who's Hot, Who's Not showcase. And we're gonna probably do some brunch there as well. It's gonna be the grand finale for the BBS boys. We're gonna do a big showcase. I want to see who's hot, who's not with their music, R&B or rap, whatever you do. I'm gonna pick a winner to put them on the soundtrack for the movie Wrong Number, so we can give a independent local artist, or if they ain't just local here, they gonna come from everywhere because the flyer been up. They gonna come from different places, but they get a chance to get their song on a national soundtrack for a national movie, and that's what we doing out here, man. That's a fact. So I appreciate y'all. 313. I'm gonna try to get out there, man, to Detroit again soon. That's my city. I love it out there. I had a ball, man. We did the pay the full party out there, man, all day long. So I'm gonna salute to y'all, man. I'll see y'all later. Everybody hit them likes. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification so y'all know when I'm up here, bro. Peace, y'all. Be good.